It's for audio synchronicity. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Week 8, the League of Extraordinary Drunks. And I'm not going to lie, this is one of the hardest videos I've had to do. Because I didn't want to do this fucking video. I don't want to come on here and have to read these fucking scores this week. But since I am a professional and because I am a true sport, I will be gracious in defeat just as I am in victory. And I will read these fucking scores. So let's do this shit. League of Extraordinary Drunks. I got the commissioner in the house. We didn't do last week's episode. And I want to give a special shout out to Team Gorilla, to my brother Benjamin, and congratulations to the new addition to his family, my nephew Zeus. And it's been a tough week. Our hearts are heavy this week, and that's why we didn't do it last week. But he's here with us, and we're happy, and we're going to move on. We're going to keep it going. We're going to take it day by day. I'm going to keep doing our fantasy stuff and keep having fun and keep doing our thing. But I do want to send a special shout out to my brother Ben. We love you. We're thinking of you. We're praying for you and for our nephew. And we're going to keep it moving. In our game of the motherfucking week, I really got it. I felt like it should be me. I have a lot to say. But it's not about me all the time. So those who think that it is, it's not. Our big game of the week was Any Given Sunday against the hottest team in the league, Big Shot Pop, riding his 5-game win streak into this week. And how did these two heavyweights do? Let's check it out. Big Shot Pop with another huge victory. He cannot be stopped right now. 6 straight wins. God damn. Now matching the longest win streak of the league. It is crazy. He beats Ion by a score of 160.6 to 157.9 Any Given Sunday with one of his best weeks to date of this season. But Popeye just had a little bit more. Monday Night Football final matchups. It came down to the wire and Popeye squeaks the victory. I mean, goddamn, the team is stacked. Amari Cooper just keeps putting it up. Derrick Henry with 35 points. On the flip side, Jalen Waddle is just going off this year. And he continues to be a huge factor for Any Given Sunday. Plus Nick Chubb, plus Lamar Jackson. I mean, what more could you ask for? 157 points and you take the L. It is a tough week for Ion. But we know the silent assassin will be back. Congratulations to Big Shot Pop with his 6th straight victory. The former champ is making noise after starting the season 0-2. Two-time champ, 0-2 has now won his 6th straight victory. And I will have to tip the hat to Popeye. Congratulations. In our second game of the week, why not? Might as well just get it out the way. We had the Streakin' Joe, the guy that the rumors have been floating around of his retirement. You could just see it in his eyes. This season can take its toll on you. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And early out the gate, Joe came out looking like shit. Just his picks weren't hitting. And then all of a sudden, the last few weeks, it just starts to click. And he just starts putting it all together and putting up these big scores. And so, of course, I knew Joe was a dangerous team going in, but I felt very confident. So before we even get into my thoughts on it, let's just put up the score. Just Joe with the victory over the Adriene Broner of the league. Boyle Heights Dream Killers, the biggest shit talkers, but I guess I take the most L's after losing now 3 in a row for myself. 166.5 to 149.2. I don't know how the fuck this happened. I've never looked at my phone and been like, damn, I'm feeling pretty good about all my players. Everyone's doing pretty good and still fucking lose. It was one of those fucking weeks. I can sit and complain about the Tua move. Obviously, we know Roger is donkey brains, donkey of the fucking year, and he doesn't understand strategy. Empty spot on his bench. You could just leave Tua there. Not for me, just so he can't be used against you. You would think But no, he drops Tua. He drops DK Metcalf, single-handedly fueling Paul Jones's run. And now he goes and helps Joe, and Joe is now looking at another favorable matchup. So whoever faces Joe this week, when Tua faces the Bears, just know when Tua drops his 50 on your ass 60, you could thank fucking Roger for that one, okay? But I'm going to leave it up to the commish how he deals with that, how he deals with incompetent owners. But congratulations, Joe. The Tua surprise bites me in the ass. But besides all that, DeAndre Hopkins, who hasn't done much all year, obviously is a threat. He's been injured. He's been this. He hasn't played. You held him. You drafted him. You played him. And what did he do when he came through for you? 20 points last week and 33.9 points this week. I could blame Roger all I want, but that's the reason you won at the end of the day, Joe. So I congratulate you. Your little paper, your little like quietness this year. Congratulations, Joe. You get the move of the fucking week. Roger is the fucking perennial donkey. But regardless, Joe would have beat me off of that move. So I'm just going to say, fuck it, dude. DeAndre Hopkins, good shit. I'll tip the hat to Joe. Maybe I'll see him in the playoffs. I don't know if I'll even make it, but we'll see. Congrats, Joe. Tip the hat. In our third game of the week, we had the number one scoring team in the league. Do you know what the number one scoring team in the league? It might surprise you. Fernier West, number one scoring team in the league, going up against our first place team, LA Pack Show. And how did we do? LA Pack Show with yet another big victory, 156.5 to 142.5. Like I said, Fernier West has put up some huge points. Sure, he's had some lows on certain weeks, but consistently his teams ball out. It just so happens when his teams do good, the other team does good as well, which is something our commish will be digging into on his breakdown later on. But once again, LA Pack Show, another huge victory. Josh Allen, solid, keeps on being the number one, just gives consistent great points. And then Christian McCaffrey went off this week, 44.3 points. Shouts out to the LA Pack Show on that pickup. And again, Fernier West, 142. That's no joke. That's not a small score. He is a threat every week. He'll probably be there at the end, and we'll see where ultimately he ends up. But Fernier is still the number one scoring team in the league right now and is a threat no matter who he faces. In our next big game of the week, we had the Funk, the commish, the man right here to my right, going up against Team Fuck You. And how do we do? Team Fuck You with the huge victory, 172.4 against 157.2. Oh my. That was the high score of the week for Johnny Sancho. And again, Cisco's team, the Funk, with 157 and to take the L. So we had three teams this week with myself, Cisco, and who did I just mention before? I forgot who it was. Fernier West, scoring 140 plus, almost 150 points, but still taking the L. I mean, come on. There are weeks teams put up 80, 90, 110, and that's okay. Or you might win putting up 120. But to put up 150 and to still take the L is a tough week. Once again, Team Fuck You is a force to be reckoned with. 4-4 now, seems to kind of be turning around his season. Dak Prescott went crazy. Stephon Diggs continues to kill. And the Funk, again, his team put up hella numbers. A.J. Brown went off. We had the Philly defense go off, but it just wasn't enough to beat Mr. Sancho, who is now 4-4 and tied, I think, in a three-way tie for third place. I'm not sure. The commission will be talking about that. But congrats to Johnny Sancho. 4-4 in this league this year feels like a lot better. So shouts out to you turning around your season. Tip the hat, and we will move on. In our next game of the week, this might be our final. Have we covered them all? No. In our next game of the week, we had Team Gorilla against Team Get This Money. In the battle of the best friends, the Nino and the Padrino are actually they're the same person. The Nino and the guy who said, baptize my child. Going up against head to head. And how did they do? Gorilla with a huge victory, 146.1 to 129.5, as he easily takes care of Team Get This Money, who continues to struggle at 2-6, bottom of the league. And honestly, thank you, Manny. Thank you for losing this many games, because if not, we'd probably feel a lot worse. As long as there's someone worse than you, it doesn't feel quite as bad, because I'll take 3-5 instead of 2-6. Shout out to Ben with the huge victory. Tom Brady put up some numbers, but he's about to retire. His season's almost over. I'll probably get another quarterback. I'm sure Roger will drop some good players, so make sure you're on the lookout. He'll hook you up. Kyler Murray goes off for Get This Money, but he still can't pick up the victory. He gets nothing from George Pickens. I don't know where he picking that motherfucker up, but he didn't do shit from this week. So look, if Roger doesn't drop good players on the waiver wire, no one picks up good players. That's just how the fuck it goes. So make sure you're looking out for that Roger report. Speaking of which, we'll move on to the final game of the week. Team Alex fucking it up versus Team Mike Hawk, Mr. Roger. And you know what? Roger actually did something good this week. He won a fucking game, ladies and gentlemen. And in fact, Roger is now tied with me and the Commissioner Cisco at 3-5 in the butthole of the league, the shittiest part of the city, the sewer, the septic tank, and Fournier, who needs a victory. So we're gonna be talking about the preview. But like I said, I could talk all this shit I want, but in the end, me and Roger have the same fucking record. So you know what I mean? It's gonna happen. You know what? I fuck this wrap up, and fuck you guys out there, and fuck you, Roger. All right? The commissioner right here about to just fire everyone. My ass is done. I'll be back next week. Hopefully I fucking win. It's a huge fucking week. And I thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry I couldn't be here last week. It's a lot of emotions up in the air right now. I didn't want to have to do this this fucking video about a Joe victory, okay? So bear with me. Here's the Cash App link. You guys haven't even sent me $1. Send me something, because you know your week sucked last week without me doing this wrap up. So. And I wish you guys the best. League of Extraordinary Drunks, 8 weeks in the books, fucking 3-5. What the fuck is going on? 6 more weeks to go. We are officially more than halfway through the season, gentlemen. Be smart, be safe out there. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your Thursdays, Sundays, and Mondays. And I hope to see you guys wherever you're at. Hopefully we can connect. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. And I'll see you bitches next week. Fuck you very much. Suck my dick, Joe.